What's going on YouTube? Rob here, and today we're taking a look at LEGO Bionicle, set number 70781, the Protector of Earth. And I know what you're saying. Why, Rob? I mean, I understand you're super awesome, but why have you gone with one of the Protectors when you've only reviewed one of the TOA so far, not even the Earth TOA, it was the Fire TOA? And the answer to that is pretty simple. These guys are cheaper, and you know, I really like the look of this guy. Basically, I like the TOA. I want to get more of the TOA. The majority of them are sold out in my area at the moment, which is a good thing. It's a sign that Bionicle seems to be doing well. Yeah, I really like the look of this guy, so I picked him up. He's $10 at retail, and he's pretty cool looking. He's black and purple. He's got this big kind of morning star thing on his hand. He, of course, comes with one of the skull spiders, which is nice. And on the back, you can see some of the play features. He's got, you know, he's got a normal head underneath his mask thing. The skull spider can grab onto his face and, you know, bite his eyeballs or whatever. He's got a little stud firing mechanism, which is pretty cool. It's a nice piece there. It fires all these little studs out when you turn the crank, which is very nice. He's got a pretty cool looking helmet, and you can of course attach him to your Earth TOA and kind of bulk him up with you know, morning star weapon and like big spiky shoulder pads and things like that. So, and I imagine you could probably add these parts to any TOA, so I may just add these to the fire TOA and see how that goes. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna get this guy open, put together, and we'll check him out in just a moment. Alright guys, here is the Protector of the Earth, and honestly, this is a really cool set. I am just completely enamored with the style of this design of this character. So we'll start off. You do get another skull spider, and as many of you may have seen my Earth, or not Earth, Fire TOA review. It's the same exact guy. These are all different in the various sets that you'll collect. They have all different colors, and some even have tails and things like that. But it just so happens I picked the two sets that have exactly the same guy in them. So you get that going on, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But here is the Protector of Earth himself, and I really dig this guy. So he's pretty simple as far as his articulation, I guess would be the thing. You can see this got a little wheelie bit back here, and we'll get into that in just a second. So he's got all the articulation you want. He's got the hips. He's got knees going on here. He's got some feet articulation, or you can give him digitigrade legs if you so desire as well, which actually might be a decent idea because he does tend to be a little bit forward heavy. So giving him a little bit of bend in his legs will, I think, help him stand up a little bit better. He's got shoulders, of course. He's got elbows, and he's got the wrist ball joints, as well as his head is also on a ball joint. There is one thing I did not mention in my previous Bionicle review, but I will mention it here. So he of course has the same gimmick in his head. You just press on the back here, and it dislodges his mask, which is really nicely done. I thought it was going to be black with a little purple just painted on. No, it is clear purple with black plastic just in the mold together, and it just looks really sharp. I think that is an awesome looking mask. And of course the head, he does look a little weird. His head looks strangely bigger even without the mask on. I think with the mask on, it kind of just flows with the rest of the body and it looks a little better. But there's one thing. They have light piping, and for the most part it works fairly well. It does look good when his head is off. You can see obviously the light shining through there. I do wish, however, that maybe they made a different piece. Like this pin if they had made that in clear plastic, because I feel when the mask is on, and then the mask, you know, covers over this very front part, the light coming in through the back is blocked by the red pin through the eyes. So the eyes really, well, they're glowing now just because the light is so intense where I am. Obviously you can see the white light, but under normal lighting, you really have a hard time seeing those eyes, especially on Tahu there. So just an observation, not really even a complaint. So you do get that, and you can of course take your skull spider and attach the skull spider onto his head. If I can get this to work here. There you go, which actually looks pretty darn cool, all things considered. So you do get that going on. He's got little shoulder pads as his chest armor, which I think is really cool. And you can see obviously all these studs here. And he's got some nice shoulder pads, big rocky, cool looking iron shoulder pads. He's got a double knife in this hand, which is pretty nifty. And of course this weapon over here, which I thought was going to be these two halves to make an entire like Morning Star kind of thing. He's only got one half, so it's kind of like a shield, but it's as you can see, it spins, so he's got like a spinning drill shield of doom. So you don't want to hit him there because it'll deflect your weapon a bajillion miles into the atmosphere, and then he'll like just punch you right in the face with this thing, and that's pretty awesome. So he also has this little stud cannon, as we've mentioned before, and for those uninitiated amongst you, this is how it works. You go turn this crank and it fires out these little studs really quite effectively, as you can see. So it's just this little yellow piece inside here, just turns around and just bumps the studs out of place, and they, you know, friction causes them to fire out really nicely. And the best part is, in this set, even the instructions say you get 6 of these studs in the set, and obviously 6 to fill the cannon here. But it gave me 7 extra purple studs, which I thought was really awesome. And then of course you can, and I don't have the Toa of Earth here at all to show you, but you know, once you get other Toa, you can of course you know, take pieces from this guy. You can take the weapon and then these shoulder pad things, and you can attach them to your other Toa to make them stronger. But all in all, I just really like this guy's design. I love the color scheme, the black and purple. I love the mask design, and I just think this dude is really cool looking. So I'm very happy with them, and I'm again looking forward. You know, now that I've seen how these little guys work, and you know how they're just a lot of fun. They're easy to put together, and they're just fun to mess with. They're not quite as big to play with as the other Toas, so it's, you know, it's good to have something, you know, smaller that you can just kind of mess around with while you're, you know, doing other things. And yeah, they're really good for that. So, you know, beyond being a cool building set, these are really good action figures, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm very pleased, very pleased with these. So that, guys, is going to do it for this review. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. I've got more Bionicle coming your way, more Lego in general, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.